Today on CityCast DC, Thanksgiving is almost here, and we are all thankful, both seriously and unseriously, about a whole bunch of things. I'm joined by my colleagues Kayla Cody Stemmerman, Ash Durbin, and Annie Reese to chat about what this Thanksgiving means for us and all the things we are thanking DC for. Today is Tuesday, November 25th. I'm producer Julia Karen, and here's what DC is talking about. Hey gang, how we doing?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
How excited are we to not work for like 3 days?
So excited.
Take a break. One quick break. My God.
We've earned it. I think probably the entire city is really ready for this.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think the whole city just needs to take a deep breath and calm down.
Inhale, exhale, eat too much food.
Touch grass, inhale food. Correct. All right. So I'd been thinking about this for a while, which was, I think all of us know that DC in particular has had a strangely tough and weird year. And so it might be hard to think of things that we are thankful for or grateful for. But I kind of want your all's take on some of these things. And I've kind of divvied them up into categories, if you'll humor me. We've got food and drink, transportation, general vibes, the neighborhood that you live in, and a place that you might like. And I feel like anyone can kind of fire away for any of these topics. Annie, do you have a food and drink thing that you are particularly grateful or thankful for?
Yes. Unfortunately, it's not a surprise to any of you because I feel like I talk about it maybe once every 10th sentence. But it's the $5 Spam Musubi at Eastern Market.
Oh, I actually thought you were going to say Taco Bell. So I'm grateful that it's not that. For those of you who don't know, Annie had Taco Bell at her wedding.
What? That's so fire.
I know.
Thank you, Ash.
No, that's not the right response.
That's completely excusable.
Oh, we had a beautiful dinner. We had a band. And then after, everyone's danced a lot. What is there? $300 for the Taco Bell.
It's only a matter of time before we're all co-working at Taco Bell Cantina.
All right. So you're thankful for the Spam Musubi.
Yes. And
Why?
It's inside the Interior Market at Eastern Market. I live near it, but it's one of my favorite places in DC. And I asked the person at the counter and she said it's available 7 days a week. Things are expensive now. And I feel like sometimes it can be really hard to find a grab and go item that is number one, delicious, number two, under $10, and number three, has enough kind of protein or is filling enough to set you on your way for an adventure. So shout out to that. Love it.
Okay, but unfortunately, $5 is great, but it's Spam and rice and seaweed.
It's literally a 2 cents.
That's true.
What do you guys want from
This
me?
always gets me.
This is
But
the
it is
economy
good.
we're in.
Is it big?
Yeah. Wait, what's the size of this Musubi?
A normal
palm.
Musubi size.
Okay.
Like a Spam size.
Frozen hash brown style.
That's the
Frozen
size.
hash.
Okay.
It's slightly smaller than a frozen hash brown, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take it, but that's probably 25 cents worth of ingredients.
All right, well let's come on. Let's hear your guys'.
I'm thankful for this probably unemployed Redditor that I found who created a nationwide list called Stop the Skimp, which has listed out how much a state skimps at their fast casual places. DC comes number 22 on the list, so kind of smack in the middle. We're talking
you're talking about when you go to Chipotle, they are go to put your beans on or whatever, how many beans they put on.
Okay, I actually love super unscientific things like this because there's simply no way to make this list, but I love it.
I don't know how Google reviews, I guess, and maybe keyword searching, that might be giving them too much credit. They also listed out all the fast casual places on a map so you can look at the Google reviews. It's not super in depth for DC yet, but let's get those numbers up.
Ash, are you one of those people, because you kind of strike me as one, and this isn't a compliment, where you go to Chipotle and then you kind of do the hacks where they, you're you wait until they put the beans on and then you're oh, actually I want black and kidney beans. And then they put the meat on. You're oh, I actually want half and half. And then you end up with a bowl of 3 pounds of rice and beans.
It's a slop. That's a slop bowl.
If you do the first couple ingredients
so annoying
and get them to put as much as possible, so you ask for both rices, but you say half and half, but then you say half and half after they scoop the first one, do they give you another scoop of rice?
Unexcusable. Straight to jail.
So then they have to put more of everything else to make it look right.
Congratulations, you've blown up your spot around the entire DC metro region regarding this, though.
I hate to see
They're
Ash
gonna
coming.
see you walking in and be like, that
Those
second
poor
scoop of rice,
workers
no
they're
way.
like, oh God, not this kid again.
And DC is known for fast casual, are we not? We're pretty
Yes,
fast
we are
casual.
like the hub of fast casual. It's like our thing.
A lot of
our claim to fame.
offices, a lot of sad desk lunches.
So let's get that number up. 22 is not good enough, but
All right, well, mine's a little bit snarky, but I'm grateful for Dulles Airport having the worst food imaginable so that every time before I go on vacation, I stay #super skinny because they literally have no food in that airport. There's like one kava, but it closes at like 7 p.m.
There's one and pizza, but you have to take the people mover and it's in Concourse C and it's
so
always
far.
packed.
So I always end up just getting like 5 guys and then I feel ill for my entire flight. So anyway, but there is more stuff coming this year. So I'm very excited about that. And that will be my grateful for next year thing, maybe.
And maybe next year we'll also get to be grateful that there's no more people movers
Oh my
since they
God.
keep
Can you
crashing.
imagine?
Knock on wood. Although
Oh.
I feel like it's just going to be replaced with buses, which is basically
Yeah.
the same. But in all seriousness, I feel very grateful to live in a city that has such a diverse food scene, both like financially and ethnically.
Totally.
And I feel like every week I'm popping into some random place and having one of the best like bites of my life. Like last weekend, I just went to this random taco place on 16th. I don't know if it's on 16th Street. I went to this random taco place called Plaza Teontepec, which is a little bit far up there in 16th Street Heights, but it was amazing. And I feel like I'm always having experiences like that. And I don't know where else I would be able to get that.
Yes, I love that, Kayla.
Okay, so this is a very deep cut because I think a lot of people know I play ice hockey, but I also coach ice hockey. And I coach 12-year-olds and their games are at 8 in the morning, which means I have to be at the rink at 7 in the morning. And so to get through, I get myself like a little treat for waking up at like 6 in the freaking morning to go to this rink in the middle of nowhere. I specifically am thankful for the Call Your Mother on Connecticut Avenue, and only that Call Your Mother. And the reason for this is because everywhere else in the city, all these coffee shops don't open until 7 a.m. But Call Your Mother, somehow, you can pre-order for $6.15 in the morning.
The early birds.
Yes, you drive up, your bagel sandwich is all ready to go, your fancy coffee's ready to go. I like a little treat. I've earned it. I'm up at the crack of dawn on a Saturday. So thank you, Call Your Mother, for being open at literally the crack of dawn. If any other places are listening to this, please God, I want a breakfast sandwich and a decent cup of coffee before 12-year-olds tell me what 6-7 is. That's all I want.
God, if you're listening.
It's me, Margaret. It's me, Julia. I'm serious. It's all I want. I just want like a good breakfast sandwich and a good cup of coffee as like a little treat for, talking K-pop demon hunters with 12-year-olds. That's all I want.
You've earned it.
This holiday season, DC small business needs our support more than ever. That's why we're excited to tell you about the DC Holiday Hunt, a citywide scavenger hunt that makes supporting local shops and restaurants fun and rewarding. It's simple. Earn points by visiting small businesses, exploring neighborhood landmarks, answering trivia questions, and sharing your favorite holiday traditions. With over $3,000 in prizes from local DC businesses up for grabs, there has never been a better reason to explore our city. The hunt runs from November 23rd through January 3rd. Visit districtbridges.org/DC Holiday Hunt to sign up today. That's districtbridges.org/DC Holiday Hunt. Life can flip on a dime. 1 minute, everything's normal, and the next, someone else's mistake shakes your world upside down. And that's when you need a team you can count on. NACE Law Group has been standing up for DC families for decades, fighting for neighbors hurt by medical malpractice, wrongful deaths, and serious injuries. They don't just settle quickly or push papers. They dig in, fight hard, and make sure every client gets the justice they deserve. And here's something that I personally love about them. They are a longtime supporter of this very podcast. Because just like us, and just like you, they care about this community and the folks who call it home. So if you've been hurt or someone that you care about has, just pick up the phone. Call NACE Law Group. They'll stand with you, fight for your family, and make sure your rights are protected. And who knows, maybe you'll even see him at a CityCast live show. Visit WashingtonDCInjuryLawyers.com. That's WashingtonDCInjuryLawyers.com.
All right, our next category is transportation. I will admit both of mine are pretty roasty. One is
I think everyone's roasting in this category. I don't think there's going to be a serious one in here.
I'm curious. One, thank you to the new bus lines. They're not even that new. They're like 6 months old, but for still making me feel like a damn idiot. And like I just moved to DC, I still haven't fully figured out like, you know, my cross city, like the ones I don't use as much. I still feel very like a babe. And thank you to Empower for cheaper rides, but I do often feel like I might crash and die.
Yeah, cheaper rides, but also like at what cost? Literally, at what cost?
Low cost.
Yeah, you guys
The
are
lowest
braver than me.
cost.
I am in Purple Line territory. So, I mean, look, it looks like it's getting built. They just pushed it back to late January 2028, which is so far from now.
We've been talking about the Purple Line since I moved to DC 10 years ago.
I'm talking about the Purple Line my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm in an area where it's like I will be driving somewhere and have to like fully turn around and go a different way because it's blocking the route. But shout out, it's gonna be cool, dude. It's crazy. Like who cares? We'll figure it out.
Totally.
One of the first ever episodes we did was with Eric Cordelessa talking about the Purple Lion. And I believe I said in that episode, I won't believe it's real until I'm standing on it going from Silver Spring to Bethesda. That's still true.
It's becoming real. You can see it now. Like
I'm not standing on it and going somewhere.
Yeah. It is weird that it's so far away because it's like to someone who knows nothing about train infrastructure, it's like, all right,
It's good to me.
it looks good to me, guys. Let's get it going, dude.
Strap
Get
some
it
trains on
going.
there. Let's go for a ride.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for the Tap Ride Go being implemented on the bus
Ooh,
and the
nice.
metro because I am somebody that literally always loses their metro card and then finds it 6 months later. And now I have like probably 15 metro cards with like $2 each on them.
Same.
So very excited about that. Very excited about that and to not have to put that in my wallet all the time.
That's nice. Do you, like, when you have friends over, have just, like, the 15 cards and you just give them
Yes.
to your friends? And
Yeah,
that's,
but I
like,
don't
your
know
stash?
which ones have money and which ones don't. So I'm just like, here, take these 10 cards and try each of them individually. And hopefully one
Exactly.
of them works. And then they like have to figure that out.
That happened with our friends recently where like I like literally had given them like a little stack and we were trying to run to meet a train and it would be like, not enough.
God.
Not
No.
enough. I
20
know.
cents. Oh, $1.50. It's like, okay, well, this is useless.
Jokingly, but also not jokingly, I am thankful and, like, general blessings to both Connecticut and Massachusetts Avenue, which I feel like as roads are both underappreciated and also the worst of all time. Underappreciated in that, like, if you actually take them when they're not super busy, you can get somewhere relatively quickly. Also, now that there are actual metro buses that run on those roads, it's kind of nice. That said, my biggest gripe with them is they're both constantly under construction. How? You can't be under construction literally 24/7, 365 for like 10 years consecutively. Additionally, the speed limit on both of them is 25 miles an hour, 35 miles an hour. The number of like speeding tickets I have gotten on Connecticut Avenue is a lot. And like, I'm sorry, but also I'm not sorry in a certain way. I don't know. I'm thankful for roads existing to get me to the things I want to get to, but like, my God, at what cost? Apparently the cost of a speeding ticket. So there's that.
Thank you to roads. And
Thank you to
also hate
roads.
you to roads.
Literally. Thank you, but also, why are you the worst?
I also wanted to say on a very sincere note, I am so grateful to our CityCast DC listeners and readers. I think this has been such a tough, crazy year. So many people I know have lost their jobs. So many people I know have just had a really difficult time. And I do think that the collective community in this city of like community organizers and other super plugged in people has been really strong. And that has been a real bright spot for me this year.
I agree. I think I can't even tell you like the amount of times I've gotten messages or emails or voice notes from readers and listeners that are going through the exact same thing that I am. They're having a really tough time. It's pretty tough out there. And I think sometimes we don't have a space to talk about that. And we're all really busy. We all have, type A personalities and really hard jobs. And it's just really nice to take a second and be like, oh my God, like I'm not shouting into a void. All these people feel the same way. And it's nice to have that community. So thank you. And thanks for supporting us.
100%. Especially the people who put on the like know your rights stuff and people who took it on themselves to learn their own rights, which is like obviously within your own interest, but like also within the greater interest of the city. That was cool to see, and it was like so widespread to people that maybe usually would not have done something like that. So that was pretty cool to see.
Absolutely.
In all seriousness, I am very thankful that the city kind of came together in a way and coalesced around some of the issues that we've been talking about on the show for the last calendar year, whether it is the National Guard, whether it is, Trump trying to destroy the East Wing, which he's already done. I think people in DC in this moment have really come together, and I'm definitely grateful that everyone has done that in this moment. All right, guys. So I think we all live in different neighborhoods in the city.
We do actually. That's cool.
Do we really? Yeah.
Cover a lot of quadrants. Yeah.
Is there one thing from your neighborhood that you are specifically grateful or thankful for?
Oh, well, I live in Adams Morgan, and I'm grateful for all of the rowdy underage drinkers on weekends.
Thank you so much.
Johnny Pistolas, rise up.
Well, no, because it really does make me feel like I'm an adult, and I have my life together, even though I truly, really, in most of every sense, do not. Seeing that just makes me, and walking through it on a Saturday night, I'm like, wow, like I'm going to go to bed before midnight tonight. And that is real adulting,
Kayla's really into the juxtaposition. She's like, look at
it
you
really
and
puts
look
things
at me.
in perspective. I see the 20-year-old me that was at Dan's Cafe, and like kind of like I see the ghost,
Yeah.
And I just think I've just come such a long way, and it makes me really proud.
We're so proud of you too, Kayla.
Proud of you too. I mean, in that vein of like growing up and like getting older, I am specifically thankful to my gym, Foundation Fitness. I'm in Cleveland Park. That gym used to be City Line Fitness in the Sam's Park and Shop. This is a gym. I think when people think of gyms, specifically women, we think of like hulking dude bros, hucking protein powder, and like maybe you get hit on in a weird way and it sucks. This gym completely switched my view on what it means to like go to a gym and lift and work out. Swear to God, not sponsored, but also like please
sponsor.
But like actually sponsor me. My God, I've spent so much money there. The memberships are pretty cheap. All of the trainers know your name and are there to like spot you or whatever. Also, because it's in an older area neighborhood in Cleveland Park, a lot of the people there are like 60, 70-year-olds who are there for personal training. So the gym is actually kind of empty a lot of the time. I think when people think of community building, they might think of like a restaurant or like a specific activity or group. But I think this gym kind of has shown me, wow, like this is a real community asset. And like, I wish everyone had something like this that they could go to.
Totally. Mine is similarly community. I live in Capitol Hill, pretty far east near Potomac Ave Metro. And so I'm near the Congressional Cemetery. And one thing I love about it is that as a way to like raise more money, several years ago, they made it a dog park where if you're a dog owner, you can pay X amount either a day or a year. I think a lot of people don't pay, but a lot of people do pay. But it means that like it feels, dare I say, alive. Get it?
Wait, it's because it's cemetery.
Yeah. But it's such a beautiful place to walk around, and then also just seeing all the dogs, like I don't know, there's just something that's really fun and dynamic about it. And I've started going enough that I've started to recognize some of the dogs, which is like another kind of fun community thing. And they're humans as well. But
here's the thing: do you
really
know the humans' names at all, or do you only know the dogs' names?
No, we absolutely don't speak except like through the dog. It'll be like, oh, like it's only like, yeah. So no, absolutely, I haven't gotten to that part yet.
I'm in Tacoma Park. I've been here pretty much my whole life. To like, I can equal part claim Maryland and DC whenever it like best serves me to be either one. You know what I mean? But it's nice to have both of the worlds, like to walk 10 minutes and be on the metro and then be in DC, and then also walk 10 minutes and be in the middle of the woods. And,
yeah. You're the only one of us in a state.
Yeah.
What's
that's
that
right.
like?
Yeah, it's pretty unironically kind of cool lately. But yeah, I mean, Tacoma Park rocks. I love it.
I love it too.
All right. So speaking of places, are there places specifically that we love that we are all thankful and grateful for in the city? That's our own little like slice of heaven away from whatever the world is.
Well, going off of Tacoma and going off of Kayla's article, Walking a Mile on Georgia Ave, this little block, 4th Street Northwest, has perhaps the greatest chunk of businesses and things to do in all of DC. It's a tiny block. It has live music, Tacoma Station Tavern, which does like jazz, go-go. I think there's pool. You can drink. You can go out there. You can do whatever. Have a night out there. They have Joint Custody, the second location, which is one of DC's like coolest record stores and vintage shops.
Oh, cool.
So there's your like cultural element. They have Donut Run.
Love Donut Run.
Yeah.
They have Wings on Deck, which I haven't been to, but it's wings. It's fun. There's dinner. They have Peach Cobbler Factory, which I also haven't been to, but
it's cobbler.
I love the concept. And then Lost Sock Roasters, one of my favorite coffee shops. And then there's like 3 like bodega style markets and a smoke shop. There's literally like, that's your whole life is on this block and a half in Tacoma Park. So that's my favorite place.
I have like lists on lists of places I'm grateful for in DC. I think about this often. I think like the Capitol Crescent Trail is a big one for me, like biking up in the morning, grabbing some breakfast in Bethesda, biking back down. I live right next to Malcolm X Park. Big fan of that. I love the like going to the Phillips collection after 4 when it's free.
Yes.
Like it's so peaceful. It's not even Phillips after dark. It's just like where you go after 4 and it's just you, and it closes at 5. So you only have a little bit of time, but it's just enough to just kind of be by yourself in the gallery.
I know you and I both love the beeswax room at the Phillips collection too.
I love the beeswax room.
So good.
Oh, it smells amazing. And just like a million other places in DC that have gotten me through the last year.
I think it's kind of hard to find like solace in a place that is like as big a city as DC is. Like, I know we don't think of ourselves as like having like skyscrapers and stuff, but like it is kind of like a concrete jungle in its own way. And I am extremely grateful that where I live, there's this little roundabout slice of Rock Creek Park. It's basically right next to my apartment. And like, yes, I started going there because my dog loves sniffing around, loves being in nature, loves walking the trail. But I have also found that like getting out and touching grass and being so close to it has really just helped me, whether it's process emotions or get a little quick walk in or just like admire nature. It is something that I'm thankful for that I get to do when I just walk out my front door. That is ridiculous that I just walk out and there's this little like half a mile loop that I can walk on anytime I want in nature, and I'm completely removed from the world. And that is something I'm very grateful for.
So one thing I really love is that we are in this city that has all these like grand federal buildings. And I really like focusing on like not that on community, but sometimes it is also really fun to like be a tourist in your city. And I had this recently where I just did, like we've been talking about, this like long walk with a friend, like multiple miles, multiple thousands of steps. And we ended up at the Library of Congress because it was newly reopened. And we decided on a whim, like, oh, we should get library cards here so that we can access the reading room, which for folks who don't know is one of the most beautiful spaces in DC. It's only open to the public like a couple times a year. But if you have a library card to it, you can go in whenever the Library of Congress is open. And it's just this kind of like beautiful, otherworldly, looks like a film set thing. And it was really fun to experience like the wonder that a really beautiful like spot in nature or like man-made creative building can provide. And so I think I love that there's still opportunities to kind of take myself on these touristy dates and like experience that kind of wonder.
I would broaden that to even say just having so many free things in DC in general. I mean, some are federal related, obviously, but some are just like the Smithsonian's or the DC Public Library itself is an absolutely incredible resource. And we're very lucky that we kind of don't need to spend a lot of money to have a good time.
I'm also thankful that I get to work with you guys and that you guys are great coworkers and that it makes going to work every day kind of fun and interesting.
So fun and interesting.
Likewise.
Even when you guys are roasting me, I love it.
For your Taco Bell takes, which is correct, by the way. I want Taco Bell at my wedding. I'm putting it out there.
My God, I'm in the minority now.
Yeah, you're
That's
the only one,
insane.
Kayla.
God, I got to get Mike back here. He was helping me out.
Taco Bell rocks, dude.
Anyways, thanks guys for joining me on this. It was a pleasure and have a good Thanksgiving break.
You too.
Yes, everybody else too.
Bye.
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 And And that is all for today here on CityCast DC. If you enjoyed the show, why not tell a friend, rate the show, leave us a review, and subscribe to our morning newsletter. It's called Hey DC. It's great. Also, become a member. Head to membership.citycast.fm, and it's $10 a month or $100 for the whole year. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Bye.